So Steam mentioned a special offers that they're going to be having within the next couple of days, and Sonic the Hedgehog is a pretty major one. You're able to get a lot of money off for a lot of Sonic titles, but one thing that someone pointed out is that they use Sonic colors in their promotion art, which is very weird because Sonic colors is not on PC. Like, the closest you're going to be able to get to that is mods, and even then, that's not entirely the colors, mechanics, and everything to a pinpoint state. But it is possible that Sonic Colors is coming to PC at some point. Now, I'm not exactly upset that this is Sonic Colors instead of Sonic Unleashed because I do like Colors very much actually. But Sega could be trying to work up to Unleashed with Sonic Colors because Sonic Colors is a shorter game, a smaller game, and there's just less to work on. So they're gonna go with the game that will take less time to actually work on, build that up, and then send that off. And if Sonic Colors does well, then they can actually move on to the bigger game and port that onto PC if they so feel like it. However, this could also just be a really big mistake, which is also really dumb if that's the case. I don't know if it's because of Steam or Sega, but like, Steam wouldn't exactly know which promotional art is to which game, which is a little bit fair, quote unquote, but at the same time, this is still a pretty dumb mistake because there are so many games for Sonic that are already on the store, and you can literally just look up the art for those games. So to pick out Sonic Colors, which isn't even on the store to begin with, and then to not run any form of background check on that doesn't really make any form of sense to me, especially again when you have the other Sonic games up there already. And to my knowledge, we have heard nothing about this, so it is still up in the air on whether this is actually a Sonic Colors PC port, which is really good if that is the case, because again, Sega can go with that, and if it does well on PC, then they will take the time, well, hopefully take the time, to actually put Unleashed on there, which I know everyone wants. And it's kind of crazy to think about that because Sonic Colors, it hasn't gotten nearly as modded as Sonic Unleashed has. Sonic Unleashed, you could play like the day levels in Sonic Generations, and yes, you could also do the levels of Sonic Colors in Generations as well. However, there has not been as much mod support for Sonic Colors as there is with Sonic Unleashed. And I think the main reason why is because Sonic Colors is really only available on the Nintendo Wii, or at least the only relevant version is on Nintendo Wii, which no one exactly cares too much about anymore. Everyone has moved on. We're at the Nintendo Switch now and a bunch of other game consoles with even more Sonic games already here and plenty more to come. But putting Sonic Colors on PC will spread a little bit more light onto this game, as well as give it more mod support, and potentially lead to other Sonic games being put onto PC that are not already on there. Now, with a decent amount of Sonic stuff coming out, like Team Sonic Racing coming out at some point, I don't remember the release date at the moment, and the Sonic movie that's going to be coming out next year, if I'm correct, then porting those games over to PC would make a lot of sense. Mainly to try and refresh people's minds about the game, and then it can also give them a little bit of a break period, kind of. They still have to technically work on the Sonic games, but it's more of a remaster period than actually working on new games, because with Forces, people weren't exactly the most happy when it came to Forces, and some people were even considering Sega just take a break from Sonic for a decent amount of time, and this would be a pretty decent chance for them to take a break if they could just remaster some of the old games, especially the ones that basically are not up to date, like Sonic Colors. Then it gives everyone the chance to play Sonic Colors again, get them a little bit hyped up for more Sonic stuff to release in the future, and it gives Sega a little bit of a break on having to deal with new Sonic content. In Sonic games getting ported over to PC, that's not really anything new, because Sonic Lost World was originally just exclusive on the Wii U, but it then ended up going onto PC some years after the release of it, but Colors has not gotten that treatment as of yet. But anyways, that's my thoughts on this whole Sonic Colors coming to PC thing. And let me know if you would actually get Sonic Colors on PC. I probably would, mainly because I don't really have any other way to play it because I don't have my Wii U with me. So yeah, that's fun. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this out with your friends. And by the way, for those of you who know, I'm actually going to be doing more reviews in the future. Thankfully, Over the Hedge did extremely well compared to my Let's Plays anyways. So thank you guys for the smooth transition into reviews, and my next review is actually going to be Shrek 2. Now, The reason why I actually selected that is because I made a poll on Twitter, so make sure you go into the description and look at Twitter. That way you guys can keep up to date on whenever I upload any form of poll like that or anything else in terms of videos. But until next video, take care.